Welcome to the Reloading Small Arms Ammunition video tutorial. The purpose of this short tutorial is to provide you with a very basic understanding of how to safely and effectively assemble a cartridge for firing. Reloading empty shell casings can be beneficial to the competitive, sport, or recreational shooters who spend a lot of time at the firing range. Reloading used shell casings can significantly reduce the cost of buying new ammunition. Warning: never attempt to reload ammunition without first consulting the instruction manual for your reloading press and reloading manual, such as the Lyman Reloading Handbook. Primers and gunpowder are explosive material and should always be handled with care. The containers for these items will include additional instructions for safe handling and storage. Before we begin reloading, let us take a quick look at what we are piecing together. There are four basic parts of a cartridge. These are the bullet, case, primer, and powder. Combining these four elements makes a cartridge. All four of these items can be purchased at gun supply stores, and you can reuse spent cartridge cases. Consult the Lyman Reloading Handbook or other reliable reloading source to determine what parts to purchase. Bullets come in various calibers, and there are also a variety of primer and powder types. Make certain you have the right combination before reloading. Let's briefly cover some of the equipment we will need prior to getting started. Reloading Manual. The Reloading Manual is a necessary reference supplying all of the information you will need to know prior to reloading any cartridge. The Lyman Reloading Handbook is a common and trusted manual and will be used for this instruction. Reloading Press. There are a variety of reloading presses available to the public. This instructional video will be featuring a progressive reloading press. Shell Holder. The shell holder stabilizes the cartridge case and will vary with each caliber of ammunition. Reloading Die Set. Like the shell holder, the die set will vary with each caliber of ammunition you intend to reload. A die set consists of 2, 3, or even 4 components. For the purpose of this instruction, the die set consists of 2 components. These dies serve to resize and decap, or deprime, the cartridge case as well as seat and crimp the bullet to the cartridge case. Safety glasses. Powder scale. The powder scale is used to measure the amount of powder being placed into the cartridge case. The Reloading Manual provides all of the necessary powder information required for all types of cartridges. Dial indicating or digital caliper. This tool will be used to measure the overall length of the reloaded cartridge to ensure appropriate specifications are maintained. This video will feature reloading 9mm Luger 115 grain full metal jacket rounds with Winchester cases, WSF powder, and CCI 500 primers. Case inspection. Cartridge cases should be inspected prior to reloading for cracks, dents, and any other deformities detected by visual inspection. Case cleaning. Cases which have been fired must be cleaned prior to reloading. A cartridge case tumbler is an excellent tool for this process. This training video will feature a 5-stage progressive reloading press. Each time you pull and raise the handle, the shell plate will raise and lower performing an action. First, the machine must be prepped. Place bullets in the bullet tumbler. Place clean cartridge cases in the case tumbler. Place primers in the primer tube face up. Place powder in the powder container. The powder container on a progressive reloading press releases a pre-measured amount of powder into the cartridge case. It is time to start reloading. Pull the handle down, which causes the shell plate to raise and rotate clockwise or index. Once at the apex, a cartridge case will drop. Raise the handle, causing the shell plate to lower, and the empty cartridge case will be pushed into position on the shell plate. Pull the handle down, causing the shell plate to once again index. The empty cartridge case will move to stage 1, where it will be resized and deprimed using the resizing and depriming die. Raise the handle again, causing the shell plate to once again index clockwise, dropping the newly resized and deprimed cartridge case onto a new primer. Pull the handle again, raising and indexing the shell plate, allowing the newly primed cartridge case access to the powder drop. Once in the powder drop, the cartridge case will be filled with a pre-measured amount of powder. Once powder exists in the cartridge case, raise the handle and finish the stage once again. Pull the handle once again, indexing the shell plate and raising the cartridge case to the powder check die. This is an optional die which allows you a visual inspection as to whether or not the cartridge case has powder. Raise the handle once again, completing the stage. Pull the handle again, indexing the shell plate and raising the powdered and primed cartridge case to the bullet seating station. A bullet will drop to the top of the shell casing. Raise the handle, lowering the shell plate, revealing a new bullet placed onto the cartridge case. The bullet is not yet seated and can be removed easily. Pull the handle again, indexing the shell plate and raising the cartridge case and bullet to the bullet seating and crimping die. The bullet will be seated into the cartridge case and crimped. Raise the handle, lowering the newly seated and crimped cartridge and ejecting it into the cartridge bin. Subsequent rounds should follow the same 5 stages. Once this first cartridge is complete, perform an inspection to ensure the reloading process was successful. Visually inspect the cartridge to ensure there are no defects such as cracks or bulges, and that the bullet is properly seated. If there are no physical defects noted through visual inspection, use a caliper to determine the cartridge overall length. This particular cartridge should have a cartridge overall length of 1.133 inches, plus or minus 0.005 of an inch. If the cartridge checks out, continue to reload more ammunition.